Welcome to historic Nippert Stadium, home of the Cincinnati Bearcats. And they've been playing football here since 1902, and the fans are ready to see their team take the field. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Louisville's offense will have the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, and keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying play action. Going for it all. And this will be caught at the 30. Speeding down the left side. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the run from inside his own 5. Delivers the contact. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much they'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
On the option. Now the toss. Just slithered through the tackle when he's got room to run. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fat.
They'll try the run. At the 40, there he goes. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. And the Bearcats moving quickly to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
The Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Snags it down the right side. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He'll come out throwing on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, being a business.
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Off the RPO, complete. And oh, do they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. They're going to test the right side with this one. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. But get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
Gonna let it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. First down here for the offense. Catch in the middle. It's good. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Ineligible receiver, downfield, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out. They turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think we got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives.
He's loose. The 30. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This should be the last play of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive off.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And the Cardinals will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Gets it out quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
And the Bearcats want to move quickly. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Nicholson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down at the 42.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 2nd down coming up. Unloads quickly. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. It's a draw. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start. Now putting you...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ball game.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Talk about aggressive or wacky. This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass. Perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on 2nd down from the 15. He's looking to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Now on the counter. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you run the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Wake Forest is currently... But it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today.
They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got his man down the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. 29 Philly. He's looking to throw it. Down back at the 43. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7.
Got it in stride at the 15. Still Bearcats. And once he... The band might as well start playing.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception for this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Cardinals will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Smashes through. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He's got it down the left. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
The quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Got it on the outside, it's Whitaker. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Bearcats will hustle to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Snags it over the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And the comeback is on. An example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. And more drives like this is what's needed.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Leaves it with the running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's the gun. The running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. The completion well past the sticks. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Quick strike complete. And the Cardinals will move the sticks with the 1st down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Fires toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This time he's got his man. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That
touchdown Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is what they mean when they... control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
On the ground with the counter. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run.
Touchdown, Louisville! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He's got the back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Gets it out fast. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, It's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
And the Bearcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And right down the middle. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Cardinals. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On 4th down, looking to pass. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, keep the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead and had a great day in this.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. bounced off his feet.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for the whole year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.